Biaheza. Let's do it. Alright. I tried Biaheza's dropshipping course for 1 week and I made this much money. I didn't do exactly what he said. I made like small changes here and there, and I think these changes kind of made me more money in the short term. So I'll go through what the changes are, and I'll show you step by step what I did based on Biaheza's course, the same structure, so you can try to replicate the results and maybe see if this is something that you want to invest your money into, or if there's other forms of education that you'd rather have. So Biaheza's course, it's structured into 4 main pillars. He calls them like pillar 1, pillar 2, pillar 3, and pillar 4. Split these pillars up into days of the week. So on day 1, I did pillar 1 stuff. On day 2, I did pillar 2 stuff, and so on. The 4 pillars are split up into the categories of. So day 1 is about finding your product. All right. This is day 1 of doing Biaheza's course. So in pillar 1, he talks about choosing the right product, and he talks about different ways to go and choose the right product. But specifically, he talks about 2 main methods of choosing the right product, and that's through any tools that like reverse engineer ads, and then you see what products are doing well. Or the other one is just organic, like either through swiping through TikTok, seeing what's working well, seeing random things on like Instagram, Pinterest, or even like just going straight to AliExpress, scrolling, and then seeing anything that would catch your eye. He specifically has like a checklist of things that he wants you to like look at before you choose a product as a winner. So those are the 3 things that he asks you to put in his checklist. Does it solve a problem? Is it like novel and fun? And then is it like, will you be able to make money off it? And then once you've hit those 3 things, then you should go ahead and choose a product.
Let's go.
So I did that. I went on TikTok and I saw this product that was doing pretty well. It's like this water gun. It's called Water Glock, and it's just like electric water gun that you put water in and then it shoots out water. I thought it solves a problem in the sense that it's summer in America and like water guns, like it sort of goes hand in hand. It has pretty good profit margins. It sells for like 40-50 bucks and you can get it for like 10 or 20, so you can make some money off that, which is really good to know. And I think it is pretty novel because having a water gun that shoots water that looks like a Glock and like goes like nobody's really done that before, and it's like sort of like a gray area because guns aren't really legal, but you're not actually selling a gun, you're selling a water gun. So I decided with this product, and this is what I'm going to try and sell. And then in the next few days we're going to build out the stores for it using Biaheza's pillar 2, 3, and 4. And yeah, all right, I'll see you tomorrow when I'm building out the store. Alright, now we're on day 2 and it's time to build the website. So Biaheza goes pretty much like a decent amount of in-depth into how you want your product page and your website to look. He basically says that there's like 2 types of websites. One's like a general website and one's like a niche website. So the difference between these 2 is like the general website, it's a website with like a pretty generic domain like shopandbuy.com, and it just has like a bunch of random products that like, they don't really have any correlation to each other. And the benefit to this is you can just have like one website and all you do is like just change the product every time you test, which means you can test a lot of different products at the same time. Whereas a niche website, which be something like gardenandlifestyle.com, and it only sells plants in like the plant and like the home garden niche, means that like it's specifically targeted to like a specific kind of product and a specific kind of person that would buy that product, which means that you can go pretty in depth and you have like a higher chance of people actually buying your product because like the website's aimed at them. The only downside to this is like every time that you want to switch niches or you want to test a different product, you kind of have to make the website all over again. So for the product that we chose, which is like the Hydro Glizzy, the water gun, the Hydro Glock, we're going to be doing a niche site because we want to be targeting people specifically looking for like water toys and like, anything summer related, or like people like 18 to 30ish, like around that age gap. So what we're going to do is we're going to build this website on Shopify. Now, the way you go about building a website and making it look a certain way depends from person to person. Biaheza recommends using these certain themes that are like default on Shopify, some like the Dawn theme, which is pretty common, and a bunch of other default themes. The only downside with this is I see it's pretty saturated now, and you can easily tell every time you go into a website who it's made by, and if it's made by like a beginner, and like they've used like the default Shopify themes. So what I've gone ahead and done here is use this premium Shopify theme that I've got for free for like 14 days. This theme is called Debutify. So it's Debutify, and you get like a free trial for like a month or however long, enough to like make sure your product's a winning product and enough like for you to start making money. And the best thing about this theme is that it's like free and it looks really good. Like it's got like all the moving parts going around. It looks super professional. Like all the images and the logos, they're all really, really good. So this is what my website looks like right now. I went through step by step on how Biaheza recommended to make your product page, and that was like through adding GIFs and like images and videos and like adding text that's like copywriting text and like kind of like encourages the person to buy, and like adding a smooth checkout process, all the things that he goes through. I went ahead and done that in this video on this site. I've also gone ahead and added like some reviews, and this is also something I don't necessarily And this is also something I think that it's a little bit outdated now. Everyone can like really easily see if your reviews are fake unless you use like pretty good extensions. So the one I'm using right now is called Vitals, Vitals, and it like makes your reviews look a lot more legit. You can add like a bunch of other things too, like pop-ups come up and say, you know, have 10% off, and you can also add like timers, being like the sale is only on for a certain amount of time, which is like a form of scarcity and gets people to buy the product more and increases your conversion rates. So I've gone ahead and done this, and I think we're ready to go now. All we have left to do now is day 3 and day 4, which is about getting the ads and running them too. Alright, so for pillar 3, I'm just going to quickly grab a few ads and just add like a little bit of text to them. Biaheza recommends using existing videos for inspiration. So you go ahead and like you see videos that are like doing well on TikTok for that product. And what you do is you just like, you borrow them for a little bit. You like download them off TikTok using like a TikTok downloader on Google. You go ahead and remove the metadata. So this metadata is this thing that like it sticks to the TikTok video, and unless you remove it, TikTok knows that like you're like going to post a copied video. So you remove that also through Google. Just look up like an online metadata remover, and then you just add your own like text to it and a link to your own domain. That's what I've gone and done here. I've made these 3 creatives. I've added like a little bit of a hook to them. I've added some text. I've just changed it up a little bit to make it suit me more. And I think these are the ones that we're going to run as ads for our dropshipping store. All right, now all we have to do is to run these ads. I'll see you on day 4. Alright, now we're in day 4 of Biaheza's course. I've gone ahead and run the ads, and now it's time to see how they did overnight. So as you can see on the screen, I did exactly what Biaheza said, which is like have 3 different ad groups. And what this does is like it lets TikTok pick and choose which one's performing the best, and then just go balls deep on that one. So I've spent around 93 USD over the last night to see how we go. We've got a decent amount of impressions, 12,000 impressions. We got 34 clicks. Our click-through rate was really low for this video at 0.26. That click-through rate is just how many people actually clicked the video after, like clicked your link after seeing the video. You know, it doesn't really matter that much because sometimes the quality of the people that click your video is actually really good. It says we've got 0 clicks and 0 impressions and 0 conversions. That's because there was an issue with the pixel, so it doesn't actually like directly show here. But here's the moment we've all been waiting for. How much money did we actually make? So as you can see, this is today's Shopify. We're gonna refresh this, and today we've had 4 orders for a total of 395 USD. Now the reason we've made so much money is because one of the orders, some guy bought 4, and that was because I added a bulk discount. So I gave someone a discount for having 4 different guns. So this went ahead and made us 400 USD in revenue in our first day of dropshipping. So 395 minus the 93 USD that we've spent on ads leaves us at, so that leaves us with $302, and obviously we have to minus the cost of the goods. So obviously each gun cost me, set me back around 20 bucks including shippings, and we sold a total of 7 guns. So that's 7 times 20, which is 140. So 302 minus 140 means we net $162 in the first 4 days of dropshipping with Biaheza's course. So we made $162 USD. That's a pretty good amount of money, you know. That's above a graduate job that you do, and I didn't really do anything, you know. I just watched the videos and did what he told me to. So overall, I'm pretty happy with how this went. You know, I learned a lot of cool things. I would recommend it to people that are just getting started into dropshipping because it covers all the basics really well. However, for each of the pillars that he has, like product selection, building a different website, running ads, I feel like you can go a little bit more in depth as to see which strategies work the best for each of those pillars. And you know, while he is like a jack of all trades and he does everything really well, and I'm sure he actually knows every one of these secrets that he's just not putting out for this like beginner dropshipping course, I think you'd find more value in going to specific different creators that like are more experts in each of these different domains. For example, finding a good product. There's a guy called Frankie Shaw, and he goes in depth as to how good his product research is. Running TikTok ads. If you've heard of Noah Brewer, he does a really good in-depth guide as to, you know, how you can set up your TikTok ads to perform the best, like through day parting and through making sure they start at different times, and like, you know, changing like small variables in ads, and like building a high converting store. There's like so many people out there that like are really good at what they do, and I'm sure if you like find a way to get the best aspects of each one and then apply it to this good framework that Biaheza has set up, I think you'll be able to also make profits in dropshipping and possibly even quit your job. Overall, solid course, but if you're doing around 60 to 70k a year in dropshipping already and you're pretty proficient, you might not get as much value from this course as you might think. You'd be better off like going deeper into the specifics and maybe even finding one-on-one coaching and mentoring. That's all from me. Peace.